Hello and welcome to today's video. General reading. I am Leah. My name is Leah. I have been reading Tarot and Oracle for a couple years, but more so on myself. I don't really have a lot of opportunity to read for others. So this for me is me taking the opportunity to just read and get my skill a bit more, if you will, well-rounded with experience. It's a mistake that is going to lead to meaning, if you will. All mistakes do. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about, I would say more than anything, I want to focus on how you deal with mistakes and how we can just kind of make it a bit more better for you. I would say also more beneficial for you. All mistakes are really necessary for growth in your character, in your identity, kind of also in the confirming that you are capable of figuring out the mistake. One thing I do know about mistakes is that you tend to feel less than when you make them, but it's about getting past that knowledge that it didn't work to what next time can I do differently so that if the similar mistake shows up, I can be smart enough, use my wise mind, and kind of just like figure out that so I don't make essentially the same mistake. So I will be going on and off with my glasses because I do notice they're shining. So sorry about that. But yeah, that's probably what's going to happen more than anything. So I have some different Oracle decks. I have the Rider-Waite deck, original, nothing too fancy this time. But when I do get into more specific readings, I am so excited to get into the different decks I have. I freaking love decks. Oh man, I have to tell myself not to get any. And it usually works because I don't have the money for it, but ooh. Okay, so let's begin. We are going to be talking about, your mistakes, but I want to see where you are right now with them, like how you feel about them. We have the Queen of Pentacles. On top of that, we have the 10 of Pentacles. And on top of that, we have the 6 of Swords. What I see when it comes to you thinking about your mistakes, you feel as though that there is absolutely worth within them. There is some kind of value within it that can allow you to feel the sense of the 10 of Pentacles. It can allow you to feel the sense that you got everything taken care of. Like you have, even if it's like a worry, you know that you're capable of handling that worry and making sure that it comes out in your favor because you've gotten to the 10 of Pentacles, meaning you've gotten through the work of going from the Ace to the 10. So you obviously have a lot of wisdom. So what card though is standing out is the 6 of Swords. Now this is talking about, in this specifically, is about leaving before things are even aware that you're leaving before you say goodbye, before you feel like you've finished on things. I want to see where the 6 of Swords is coming from with that. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords, but then we have the King of Cups, we have Death, and we have the 2 of Cups. Interesting. So in terms of, excuse me, I also burp, and I've heard burping is like confirmation of releasing in a really intense way. So maybe this is something that you've been thinking about for a while when it comes to your mistakes and how they kind of integrate and affect, in a way, your flow, especially with manifestations. Yo, I have such a cool theory about mistakes and how they're actually so beneficial, because you need them to show you the holes where you can like, you can like fill in with love and with unconditional acceptance and things that will help really build you. But anyway, so back to it though. With the Six of Swords and then the Eight of Swords, Death, Two of Cups, and King of Cups, there needs to be some kind, especially with the Death, there needs to be some kind of transformation, but it's like kind of like collaboration too, especially with the Two of Cups, but it's like some kind of collaboration with your emotions and how you allow your emotions to really make you hesitate. When it comes to fear, y'all, I kid you not, for the longest time, I let my fear drive my decision-making vehicle for the longest time, and now I can rightfully say that my fear is one where it shows where I need to kind of go. It's an interesting emotion that we have with it, but it's about, at the end of the day, fear is about protecting you, but it's a very extreme protection. Like it's like kind of like it's like giving you, in a way, smothering advice, but it's to a point where it's smothering. It's to a point where it's not allowing you to feel comfortable making, you know, different kind of choices that will be in the unknown. One thing fear is really uncertain about is the unknown. So the way to get through the unknown, right? The way for you to get to where you want to go in the unknown is you're going to have to, well, one, you're going to have to figure out what is the fear trying to tell you? Like, what about the fear is coming out that you're like, yes, I am absolutely, like, yes. Okay. So the fear right now that we're talking about is the Nine of Swords and then the Three of Wands. Yeah, definitely you're causing a lot, like, it's like this. The worries, the fear, everything is coming from the kind of like, if you will, ambition for more. The kind of, if you will, the next destination in your length of journey. And you realize that you realize the Three of Swords or Three of Wands. You realize where you want to go, but it's about allowing those fears to be released and not to get to a point where it's causing you to hesitate because you're so concentrated on the unknown of you don't know. And so when you say, I don't know, it's like you're kind of giving away, in a way, your capable power of going forth and, even if you don't know, discovering it more. Like, I don't know. Imagine if you were like on a new frontier and you had to be the first one to go discover whatever it is that you're set upon. And you gave your word and you're like, shoot. So now you're left with this knowledge that it is something that you're not aware of, but you're left, and also the tower is on the bottom, that's cool. But you're left with this knowledge that you have to go no matter what. And that's the thing, is that even if you think you're so far into it, you still have to go through more of what you don't know. It is scary, right? But you can allow your kind of feeling of being scared as a way of the North Star, you know, as a way of allowing you to see that, yes, that's the direction I need to go in right now. One thing I've realized for me personally, in my way of dealing with fear and allowing it to be released, is I have to allow it to be heard first and seen and honored, instead of shoved to the side, instead of shoved underneath the rug. You know what? Whatever you typically do with fear. The Knight of Pentacles. Hold on. What else do they do with fear? Can you give it another description? Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So what you allow currently with fear is we have the Hanged Man, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Pentacles. When it comes to doing things on your own, you're allowing the fear to just let you kind of be in the Hanged Man position. A very, how would I say? It's a position that you're trying to make it comfortable as much as you can, but you still have the knowledge that it is uncomfortable. So it might be right now when it comes to the fear, looking more so in terms of, how would I say it? Using your fear for your benefit instead of using the fear for your disadvantage more than anything. The way to use your fear. Okay, here we go. The way, and when I say this, it was 11:11 recording time. That's really cool. But the way that you can use your fear, right, to really just cherry on top, because if you can use your fear for your advantage, yo, bro, the world is yours, guaranteed. Fear is something that stops so many people from moving forward to be having better lives, guaranteed. So if you can wrap your mind around how fear is actually beneficial for you, this is how you're gonna do it, okay? So we have the Three of Pentacles, and of course there's other ways to do it. So if you come up with better ones for you, please do those. I'm just, a rando person on this beautiful planet. So this is more of suggestions that I kind of like come to mind, and I'm sure a lot of different messages. We have the World as well. And then we have the Fool. Oh, I love seeing this. Okay, yay. So what I see for you, if you really want to get to that place of loving your fear, right, is you first have to tell the fear that you're here for it. I am here for you, fear. And when you're allowing yourself to just sit and feel that fear, what's going to happen is you're going to somehow get to that point of the Three of Pentacles where you're going to be more open with yourself on what really is the matter. Because as much as I can say fear is quite simple, it's not. It gets so complicated because there are so many things connecting to that fear that will kind of confuse the matter, if you will. So the thing about it is, with these three together, is the fear is the thing that will kind of lead you to discovering new ways of your life with the Fool energy, with that kind of excited energy. And you know that there's going to be a lot of things that might rise up the fear, but allowing your fear first to be heard, and then you're going to see what next when it comes to the world around you that you want to discover new of. You want some kind of change. You want to be able to feel this sense of shift in your perception. And when you're able to shift your perception, you're able to really see all these different things that you're really trying to implement into your life. Like you're going to be able to see that kind of change within it. I'm dropping everything. We have Strawberry Cough. Oh, this is Cannabis Oracle, 22 Major Arcana strains. Super cool. You got the Empress. You have it all. Know your value and get respect. Enjoy your life to the fullest. Indulge in art, music, and dance. Become the divine feminine in her most evolved state. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Definitely when you're able to get to that place of not only recognizing your fear, but knowing for you how to, in a way, manage your fear so that instead of it hesitating you, it pushes you forward. You're going to be able to really see that it all kind of like, it's all kind of a circle that connects, and everything that you do will help the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. It's about, yeah, definitely looking at the way that you have actually kind of like, how would I say it? The way that you've changed so far, and appreciating yourself in the moment a lot more. Oh my gosh, the present moment, y'all, the present moment is literally the most capable you yet. And guaranteed, y'all, if you can in the present moment come to some term with your fear, that would be so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have Celine, Goddess Celine. Oh, this is also Goddess Tarot Major Arcana. Goddess Celine. And we have Goddess Kali. Ooh, okay, so Goddess Celine, Goddess of the Moon, trust your intuition, feel the feminine flow and rhythms of the moon, set new intentions and release emotions, feel and listen to your emotions, let them teach you. So there is something that the fear is going to teach you. I am so excited. I kind of want to see really fast what the fear is going to teach you, because y'all, actually I want to use, I think I want to do my Buddha Wisdom Divine Masculine, the Truth of Buddha cards. That's interesting that I chose the Divine Masculine with the Goddess Celine deck, or the Goddess Celine card. That's interesting. Usually I feel like I would drift more towards the feminine, but with the masculine, there might be something we need to know about that. Okay, so master your words, master your thoughts. Never allow your body and speech to harm others. Yo, this is something that is very hard. That's a really intense, like, that's very hard. I'm still struggling with that. To master my words and my thoughts. Never allow your body and speech to harm others. So, when it comes to this, how it connects to your fear, right? And how this all connects to your fear. When it comes to knowing the limit of allowing yourself to think a certain thought will allow you to be more into the wise mind. There might be some type of limitation that might be needed for your fear. One thing that I've noticed with fear is that when it really is like expanding, if you will, the fear is like a wildfire, right? And it rages and it rages and it's hard to control. But somewhere inside of you, there is this like wise mind that can take over, and it's connected to your intuition. And I have this theory that as our younger child, inner child is the oldest part of us, it's connected to our intuition somehow. And one thing about fear is it really is connected to your inner child, very much so. It could be that your inner child is the part of you that really is the one in control of the fear. Like, would it let it rage on? Would it not? So allowing yourself to feel seen, heard, and valued in all the ways is like very, very important, especially with your emotions. They are part of you for a reason. So it's very important to honor them so that you can feel honored in all of you, the entirety of you, my darling. We have Kali, transform endings, death. She brings you into alignment with your soul and cuts away abuse, toxic people, and stagnant relationships. Be ready for new beginnings. Death, Scorpio, and then 13. Yes. And then Celine was the moon, Pisces, and 18. It's kind of hard for me to read Roman numeral. Whatever, you know what I mean. But okay, so with the goddess Kali, and let's not forget, we pulled out the death card too, y'all. I love when this happens. Yeah, we pulled out the death card, and it was in front, it was in, or behind it, I guess, is the Eight of Swords, and then in front of it is going to be the Two of Cups, which is very interesting. So with that, with it like these, right, and death being about cutting away it all, is it's like you're coming to terms on the hesitation that the fear is like convincing you of. Like, it's like the fear is like saying, hey, you really want to hesitate, when in reality all of you is like, no I don't. But the fear's like, yeah, you do. And you're like, no, I don't. Really, like, yeah, just like really getting to, I gotta say, like mastering your emotions, mastering in recognizing the qualities of, in a way, like, oh, you know what? Oh my gosh, recognizing like the habits around fear that you have. I feel like kind of a burp coming up, so I feel like I'm catching on to it, because it seems like it's like what really is the main message about your fear is that where it's leading you isn't where you want to go anymore. You want something different. I mean, death come up a couple of times, and death is all about the like transformation happened. The old is done, the new is here. So it's about coming in the present moment. Oh my gosh, you like, if there is a way for you to get to the present moment, it is now. It is taking 3 deep breaths. Okay, and then it is thinking to yourself, I am in control, right? I am in the mindful control that I need to be when it comes to my fear. And when you're able to get into that present moment, take those 3 deep breaths, maybe even do extra stuff to get yourself more present. You're able to get your mind to the present, meaning that with wherever the fear is dragging your mind, you're able to get your perspective back to what's really, really important and pertinent for you on your way to, I don't know, a better day, if you will. That is all that I have for you. That was a big message. I was not expecting it to be that long, but I'm glad it is. I'm glad we got the message out. I hope it helps. It is fear is a very, very intense emotion. But I know that you're capable of allowing your fear to be heard, seen, and recognized and honored. And you're also capable of allowing your fear to be let go, or be released. That's the word. Which is probably, I've heard, the best way you can handle your emotions. Yeah. Really good to allow your emotions, yeah, to be let go, released. Why do I keep saying that? Especially since you can hold on to your emotions, but guaranteed it won't leave you as satisfied as releasing them, baby. Because when you release, you're able to get more. So don't you want to feel more of that happiness when you release the fear? Don't you want to feel more of the laughter when you're able to release that fear? Just think of all the different other emotions you can feel besides fear in the place of fear. Anyway, I am really gonna need to go. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Until next general reading, I hope you have a great day. Drink water and celebrate yourself again and again and again.